Hi Cancer, welcome to November. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for those who've taken time out to leave feedback and comments. I really appreciate that. I read all of the comments. And for those who've ordered readings, thank you for your support. I've enjoyed working with all of you. So let's see what's coming up for listen to me, Cancer. What's coming up for Cancer in the month of November? We've got a new moon in Scorpio on November 7th, and we have a full moon in Gemini on the 23rd. So the new moon in Scorpio is favorable to your sign, Cancer. And it's a very powerful new moon. It's supported by Pluto and Neptune. So let's see what's happening for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? What does Cancer need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? The Queen of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Lovers, the King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. This is interesting. Okay, so we're using a new deck this month. I'm using the Steampunk Tarot. I love these illustrations. They're really intense. They're very different than the Rider-Waite deck or the Morgan Greer. The illustrations are just beautiful. I love these illustrations. Anyway, getting back to your reading. The Queen of Cups. This is, this could be you, because cups usually represent water signs. And you're crossed by the Two of Swords. So you could be making a decision about a partnership in November. But you're kind of like, with the Two of Swords, you're kind of on the fence. Like Cancer is afraid of rejection. So you're not wanting to make a move and reach out to someone. You're waiting for them to reach out to you. But the both of you are in the same position. This is a card of the standoff. Like I'm waiting for this person, they're waiting for me to reach out. No one's going to reach out to anyone. Somebody's got to break the ice. Someone's got to have the courage to put themselves out on the line and, overcome that fear of rejection. Because look, you have this Ace of Cups in your fear sector. There's a potential partnership on offer to you. You could have a new beginning in love, but you're not reaching out for it because you're afraid. Or you have doubts about it. You're being cynical about it. And you have the Lover's card here. This is a major arcana card. So there is a powerful love potential in November. You have these two aces and the Lovers. And it could be that you're dealing with an earth sign or a fire sign, maybe both. Because you have this King of Wands here and the King of Pentacles. So, and this could be male or female. So if you're a female, it doesn't, pick the sex that fits you. Whoever you are, or whatever your interest is. So I'm going to just describe the personality. You could be some of you might be trying to choose between two people. Especially since you have the Two of Swords here and the Lovers. Because many times the Lovers, although it can mean a strong attraction, a soulmate connection, a very powerful partnership, one that could be life-changing. Sometimes the Lovers can represent you're standing at the crossroads between two paths. Now, for some of you, that could mean, do I stay or do I go? Do I get involved? Do I not get involved? For others, it could be, do I choose this person or do I choose that person? So there's always a choice involved with the lovers. There's always like a decision to be made where there's this opportunity, do I take it? And once I choose one of these options, I can't go back and undo it. So I have to know what I really want. Because if it's between two people and you choose one person and leave another person behind, that other option goes away. You know, you made your choice. It's like walking over a bridge and the bridge disappears behind you. And now you're on the other side of the ravine and you can't get back to the other, without great difficulty. So you have to know what you want in November. You have to do some thinking. And you have been thinking with the Two of Swords. Maybe you've been thinking too much because Cancer is concerned with security. And, you're afraid to really take action unless you know that your choice is going to be secure and right, and you're not going to get rejected, and you're not going to be embarrassed. So you might be on the fence, like, I don't know. I know what I want, but do I want it to, do I have the guts to go after it? The Queen of Cups is a card of someone who's very compassionate. You could be interested in someone who has a lot of compassion. Maybe there's another water sign even. But it could also be you. I feel like when the card comes up in the first card in the spread is usually the querent, the person who the spread is about. So I feel like this represents you. You're very intuitive. So you have to really tap into that intuition. You know who's right for you. You know what's right for you. Take some time out and think. What relationship is going to bring me the most happiness? What relationship is going to really fulfill me? Now this Lovers and the King of Pentacles, this could be someone from the past. For some of you, you might be leaving someone, like you might have had a relationship that had a very strong influence on your life. I mean, it was like a soulmate partnership. And it had its time and it's fading. Because sometimes the card of disposition is something that's fading from your life. It's not influencing you as much. So you might have to let go of the past or the memory of a past relationship in November. For others, it could be that you met someone in the past, like you know someone. When you have these kings, these are not new people. You know who these people are. You've had dealings with them. Maybe not always in a romantic sense, but they're people that you know they're in your life. It's not like you just met the person yesterday. So this king, this pentacle sign, this earth sign, this person's more stable. The King of Pentacles is very reliable, very stable. They're very down to earth. They're easygoing. They care about family. They care about security. Earth and water, Cancer and the earth signs go really well together. Because you kind of want the same things out of life. You both want to settle into your home and feel secure and, feel like you've got someone that's going to be there for you. And this person, with the Lovers card, you may have, you have all these plans for your life. And you know that your life won't be the same without this person in your life. So you want to choose wisely. You want to make sure that there might be someone that you just can't leave behind because they're very important to you. And you know that your life won't be the same without them. That they complete you in some way. So that's part of the choice. But I also feel like for some reason you're thinking about this King of Wands There could be a person that might be interfering in your goal in some way. Maybe you have to deal with this person before you make a decision about that person. You have to deal with the King of Wands before you make a decision about the King of Pentacles. But the potential is there. You have the Three of Wands here. So I feel like in November things are going to start to, there's going to be action. Someone has to take action. You have the Ace of Swords here. This is a card of taking action, going after what you want. Finding that warrior energy. Thinking about things in a different way. The Three of Wands is also a card of, you might have planted some seeds, like maybe you've been kind of checking the person out or talking to them, or you might have gone on a few dates maybe, and you're waiting to see what's going to develop. The Three of Wands is saying the ships are coming back with the goods. You're going to get, it's going to lead to something. If you initiate something, it will lead to something. I mean, you have the potential for a new relationship or a new beginning. But it's going to involve taking action with the Ace of Swords. And this can happen. This is a card, this relationship potential could have started over the summer. Because the Ace of Cups is June, July, August. And the Ace of Swords is September, October, November. So it's like if you take action, you could get something started in November. You didn't start something in the summer because you were afraid of it. The Ace of Cups is fear. There was potential, but it's in your fear. It's in your fear sector. So, like, yeah, I had this. I had the potential to start something. There was a spark in the summer, but I was afraid to take action. Well, now you're at this stalemate situation. Like, nothing's moving because no one's taking action. The person you're thinking about has fears also. You have this Four of Pentacles. They've been working hard, just trying to become financially secure. Their concerns have been financial. Maybe they're having money issues or trying to, they're just working hard. So they haven't had time for romance. But the Four of Pentacles is also, they don't know that they have to give to receive. They're afraid to make the first move too. They're waiting for something to come to them. Maybe they need to take action. One of you guys need to take action to break the stalemate, because this is a card of stalemate. So if you're not getting, if you're not getting the call, or you're not getting, if the person that you're interested in isn't reaching out to you, you need to reach out to them. Now, the King of Wands, this is in your wish fulfillment sector. So this is saying, this could be two different things. On the one hand, it could mean that if you want to fulfill a dream, if you want something badly enough, you're going to have to act like the King of Wands. The King of Wands goes after what they want. They're leaders. They don't wait for it to come to them. They go, I want you, I'm going after you. I'm going to, I'm calling you, hey, what are you doing? Let's go out, That's the King of Wands energy. They have no fear. On the other hand, for some of you, it could be that the person that you want might be involved with the King of Wands, or you have to get through the King of Wands to reach your goal. There might be some obstacle involving the King of Wands. Either they're dating someone, or there's someone in their past that is still kind of in the picture. But one thing you have to know with the Seven of Wands, as an outcome card, you have the upper hand. You're the favored one. So even if there's someone that there's competition, if someone else is going after the same person, you have the upper hand. You can win, but you have to go after it. You have to take action. You can't be like hiding under a rock like the crab, waiting, going sideways, avoiding your target, moving sideways. That's how crabs go. They move sideways. They don't go directly after their target because they don't want, they're like checking it out. They're into security, Let me check the scene out. I don't know. you have to take this Ace of Swords. This is the card of the warrior. You have to change your thinking about this relationship. If you want something, you have to go for it. And you can get it. You can get it. But you have to take action. One of you guys has to. So if your partner's not taking action or your interest isn't taking action, then you need to take action. Either way, you have this potential for this beautiful, look at this Lovers card. This is a beautiful relationship. The Ace of Cups and the Lovers. It's all here for you. So overcome your fears. Take action. Get out of this stagnant state of indecision. Of, I don't know. Sometimes people just want to know. You have to take risks in life. Anything worth having is worth risking for. You have to put your, nothing. If you play it safe, you're never going to get anything or get anywhere. Sometimes you just have to take the risk and go for it. Go for it. Put your heart on the line and go for it. So let's see what the stars have to say for Cancer for the month of November. Oh, yep. Here we go. New moon in your 5th house. So new romance. 5th house is a house of romance, children. So some of you might be thinking about starting a family. Some of you might be thinking about getting out and having more fun. Maybe you've been working hard lately. But check this out. You've got, so the new moon is in Scorpio in your 5th house. You could have a really intense relationship or romance with someone. And you have Pluto in the 7th house. That's sextiling the moon. It's in favorable aspect to the moon. And Neptune in the 9th house is trining the moon. So this new beginning, this new relationship can change. It could be a learning experience. You could be dealing with someone who's very compassionate, who's very spiritual. You could be dealing with someone who has, who's very intense, very secretive, like an enigma. They're like a mystery that you want to unravel. Pluto in the 7th house can bring power struggles. You're not dealing with a lightweight. You're dealing with someone who's very strong. They have a strong personality. They're not one that you can push around. So, but it can be very passionate. This person can be very passionate. When they love with 100%. It's all or nothing. And with Neptune in the 9th, they can show you things. You could have fun with this person. You could be involved in traveling together, or playing, or doing something creative, creative self-expression. You also have Jupiter in the 5th. Because Jupiter's in Scorpio. It's at the tail end of Scorpio. It's going to go into your 6th house. It's just about finishing up Scorpio. So this is the time to start that, to have a good romance, to start that romance. Especially after Venus goes direct. I would start it the end of November. Because you don't want to start a new relationship when Venus is retrograde. But if you're connecting with someone from the past, that's okay. But if you're starting something with somebody new, Venus retrograde is not the best time to do that. Because you may change your mind when Venus goes direct down the road. You're seeing things in a different light when Venus is retrograde. But in any case, any new beginning that you start that has to do with creativity, or maybe children even, or even just enjoying life more, bringing more joy into your life, doing something fun. This is a powerful time. It's got a lot of support, especially if you're doing some kind of art project or creative project, because Neptune is supporting it. Neptune gives you inspiration and creativity, and you got all these creative ideas. Neptune is very supportive to the arts. So anything that you're doing creative, photography, music, dance, creative writing, acting, whatever, that's creative. It's a powerful time for you, especially because it's in the 5th house, which is the house of creativity and self-expression. So if there's some project or hobby that you've always wanted to get involved in and try out, now's the time to do it. Full moon is happening on the 23rd of November around Thanksgiving in Gemini. And for you, Cancer, that's happening in your 12th house. And it's affecting your 6th and 12th house. So I feel like something is coming to completion around your work environment. And also, you're releasing you're finishing up old karma from the past. Releasing old baggage. So you could be completing a project that involves work or health. Maybe you're starting a new health, like you're on a new health regimen, and or you've gone through some type of rehab or some type of counseling, and you're like coming to the end where you're kind of like you're getting a grip on psychological blockages. You're having a new perspective. You got Mars in the 9th house. You might even be thinking about traveling more or learning, going back to school, getting more training. Mars is T-squaring this full moon. So there's something is coming to completion. Something is being finished. And with Mars T-squaring, your belief structure, your belief system is going to be challenged. So you might be seeing things in a different light. So there could be like this partnership. You might be partnering with someone that has different beliefs than you do, has a different belief system. Or there could be it's a learning experience, and it's challenging your thinking in some way. It's bringing fresh ideas or fresh perspectives to your beliefs. You might be learning new things, you might be traveling. But it's because it's a T-square, it's a square, it's not an easy, there's like tension there. So it's almost like, it's good for you because it's breaking you out of a mold of your comfort zone, and it's forcing you to grow. But there might be some resistance there with Mars in the 9th house. And you want to be careful about traveling too, because, you know, you might be, Mars is like, it's a hasty energy. So don't rush. If you're driving, you know, if you drive fast, just slow down. Because sometimes Mars, when you're too hasty, it can cause you to, you know, bump into things or have accidents. I'm not saying you're going to have an accident, but I'm just saying it's a clumsy energy. So just, you know, take your time. Don't rush into anything. Don't overreact to anything. Don't get into heated arguments over beliefs, spiritual beliefs or political beliefs, or, you know, it's activating the communication sector of your chart. So, but yeah, love is on. It's on. And I feel like by the full moon, you might come to some type of decision by the end of the month where you decide to take action. You're tired of sitting on the sidelines. You want to, you know, you want a new adventure. You're ready for adventure, Cancer. So I hope this reading was a help to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. And have a happy Thanksgiving if you're in the States. And if you'd like a private reading, just click on the link in the description box and we'll get you on the schedule. And enjoy November. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful new love experience. Much success, love, and joy. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.